Hi, in this lesson, let's concern ourselves with what's called ratios. Now, suppose we have Hilbert on the left and Newton on the right, and we're measuring the heights of these two characters. Then we could set up a ratio of Hilbert's height to Newton's height as 3 to 5, or 3 over 5, or we could say 3:5, or we could say 3 to 5. Those are some different ways of representing ratios. Or we could be more general and say A over B and B, the denominator, cannot be 0. That would be a more general form. Now, let's suppose we're interested in a ratio here of the number of Newtons to the number of Hilberts. So we can count the number of Newtons, which is 4, and the number of Hilberts, it looks like there's 7. So we could say 4 over 7, or again we could say 4 to 7, or we say 4:7. The more common way we'll be using here is as a fraction 4 over 7, because we can work that into a problem. Now let's suppose that we have some yellow cannons and some blue cannons, and we want to do the ratio of yellow cannons to blue cannons, but we don't know how many there are right away, so we have 2x over 5x. Now notice in this particular case we could cross out the x's, and our ratio would be 2/5. We're starting to work in some variables here. That was just a real simple example. Okay, here's our next case. Let's say we have a ratio of 4y to 2x. Now we can't come up with a specific ratio unless we know what the values of x and y are. And I'm going to tell you that. Alright, now 4y over 2x reduces to 2y over x. You could divide 2 into the numerator and denominator. Now let's say that I tell you that x equals 3 and y equals 5. Alright, substitute those values into 2y over x, and we'd land up with 10 over 3 as our ratio. Here's another similar type example here. 21x squared to 14x. Set that up as a fraction. Now let's take and use the prime factors of both the numerator and denominator. So in the numerator we'll get 3 times 7 times x times x. In the denominator we'll get 2 times 7 times x. Now notice we can cancel off the 7's, and we can cancel out some x's there, and we get 3x over 2. And let's say that I tell you that x equals 5. Well, then we get a specific ratio here of 15 over 2. All right, thank you.